What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Coin Launch Lounge. If it's your first time coming in, thanks for stopping by. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. Today we got TrapCardz, and the COO, Michael, is going to be doing the majority talking for TrapCardz. Michael, I'm going to have you introduce yourself and introduce the project in just a few sentences, please.
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Michael Kim. I am the COO of TrapCardz. This project here is what we're doing in a nutshell. We're going to be the future of creating NFTs, processing your own personal NFT, and it'll never be easier. Kind of like what Robinhood did for the stock market is exactly what we're going to do to the NFT market.
Okay, that's a very ambitious goal. Let's dive into that a little bit more. How do you guys plan on taking that on?
Yeah, absolutely. So as we all know, we've heard of these great companies called, Redbox, Netflix. You've heard of probably like Apple with the iPhones, right? And then of course Robinhood, the one I use a lot. All these companies have built utilities and crossed a bridge to make it a lot easier for the consumer to access what they're trying to sell. In the NFT market, you kind of look at it as a very complex way of how do you make an NFT? The majority of the people, like myself, we probably wouldn't know how to make an NFT because you have to be pretty experienced or educated in coding in 8-bit and everything in regards to those lines of creating an NFT and especially minting an NFT. So we're trying to build that bridge, which Michael McMath, our CEO, he had a brilliant, I call it $1 billion idea. A lot of people used to come to Michael McMath. He is an artist in the music industry, as well as an artist in the NFT industry. A lot of people used to come to him saying, Mike, how do you make these NFTs? One night he just had a brilliant idea on creating the software or application. What we're going to do is pretty much create a DApp, which allows a template for anybody to trap their image or NFT onto a canvas, make it their own, and then be able to mint it and then sell it on our ecosystem, which is going to be the marketplace that we'll be dropping here. Or they can take it to Floconomics, Magic Eden, or OpenSeas. Those are the ones that I know everybody's heard of out there.
I got some questions. Good. That all sounds good. I guess the main thing that I'm curious about there is what makes you proprietary. Is it the fact that people can just upload any image? Is that your proprietary factor? Do you guys have anything that's really unique that will set you apart in the market so that you can, see that growth?
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of my favorite questions because a lot of things that were directed towards the NFT, I don't think were proprietary or however you said that word. I apologize.
No
I
worries.
think what, yeah. So, and I think what really happens is the NFT was such a small niche or niche market. This building the bridge to have every person, no matter what race, skin, color, political side you fall on, to be able to create an NFT, whether it's a template or whether they want to draw their picture or create their picture from scratch. So it gives them the option on both sides. And at the same token at that, they can obviously mint it on our platform and go ahead and sell it on our ecosystem. Or they can just leave it there in their library collection, which is going to have views on the bottom of it, just like on Instagram or Facebook pictures, and see how many people have seen them or like them. And it'll be able to be public for all. And at the same time, you'll be able to sell those if you want and or gift them, send them to a fellow friend, right, with no charge. But there's going to be a lot of purposes on this ecosystem. And so I'll leave it there so you can answer the next question, Brian.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike, you can throw that back in the chat, buddy. Whatever you deleted. I was looking at that. That was a preview of the NFT marketplace, I assume. If that was Big Mike that had that down there, buddy, you can throw that back in. Sorry, I was talking to the other guys. Yeah. So, have you guys done a private sale on this?
Yeah, absolutely. We did a private sale before we got started.
How big was the private sale?
For our private sale, we had about 39 I would say private sale holders or investors.
How many?
39.
But how much did you raise?
We raised about roughly, I believe it was
Was
about
there a hard cap on it, or
25,000.
25?
Well, for the private sale, it was just a private sale. For the pre-sale, we did have a soft cap and a hard cap.
Okay, so staying on the private, you guys raised 25,000 there, and that was marketing funds, development funds, things like that.
Correct.
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. And then the pre-sale, you guys, how much did you guys raise in the pre-sale?
We've got to 84 B&B, which got past our soft cap to be able to launch, and then we launched, and we're just doing a bunch of marketing as we speak. Obviously, we're here. We're doing a bunch of call outs. We're gonna get some celebrities as well to do shout outs. We're just going to be doing heavy marketing from here on forward until our utility drops. And obviously, we're going to continue marketing afterwards. But our biggest push is, obviously, we're going to market the utility to everybody so everyone can see it.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea to market the utility. I'm trying to pull up your contract right now. It's not on your website. Hang on one sec. I'm gonna pull up your chart. Have you guys how much of that pre-sale went into liquidity?
It was a 90-10 split. So 90%.
Okay, cool.
So our liquidity right now is at a 15% ratio to market cap. We wanted to have a healthy liquidity ratio, just, so when people sell, it doesn't affect the chart too badly. Just like with any other launch, unfortunately, some of the initial investors and some of the whitelisters at launch sold. So that's the chart. It looks the way it is, but it's fine because we're doing huge marketing pushes. So it's best to get them out now instead of later when the chart's actually really pumping. So we're not worried about that at all. We informed everybody that we were going to do marketing pushes right after launch. Some people are impatient. Some people are just there for the quick buck. There's nothing we can do about that. They want to leave, let them leave. We're going to be doing major things here today, moving forward, and everything else to bring everything back and show everybody that, hey, we're for real.
Was there a
Guys,
discount on the private sale?
Sorry.
Yeah, Milk, go.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, I've just got a quick question. If I were to use your platform, mint an NFT, am I going to have to use your native token? How is it sold? What's the, what is the, if it can be sold on OpenSea, are you minting it on the Binance Smart Chain? Are you guys on ETH?
Yes, we're on the Binance Smart Chain. And we're in the process of figuring out exactly how the process is going to go. Yes, you're going to be able to mint it on our platform, on our ecosystem, and you'll be able to utilize it with the TrapCardz's coins, of course. We're also talking about, staking and farming. We have a couple things lined up in the pipeline that I don't think I can discuss with the public, but we are talking with a couple huge projects and partnering up with them very soon in the future. One of those partnerships actually entails with NFT and NFT staking. So that's something that's actually been kind of in our radar and that we've been heavily talking about, that this project might go in that direction as well, making time.
Okay, cool. It just sounds from my perspective, I'm trying to find the, the hook here in terms of, you want to separate yourselves from other concepts. But I look at NAFTA and they've done this already.
So basically,
go ahead.
When you go to like OpenSeas, you have to know exactly how it works and everything. With TrapCardz, they want to simplify everything, so everything is a click of a button to be able to. It's pretty much NFTs for idiots, per se. Not to say everyone's dumb or idiots or anything like that. It's like a how-to book kind of thing. to really simplify the whole process and system and everything. So like literally anybody that has no NFT experience can actually go on the site and just follow the quick steps and create their own NFT. They can create an NFT video and put it up on our site. They can sell them, what have you. They could take them off our site if they'd like to, and put it on OpenSeas and so on and so forth.
Can you definitely say as a participant in the AMA that's something like good to hear, because I find myself thinking like, well, at least once a week that there isn't really a user-friendly adaptive NFT platform to interact with, at least not that I know of. So it's appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Mike said, just kind of dumb it down. You know, miking time is right. There may be 1 or 2 projects out there that have tried to do this, but they've made an application that's easy to use for the crypto-minded individual, if that makes any sense. We all know, especially in this country, I don't think we've tapped over 15 or 10% of the market. I think only 10 or 15% are really into cryptocurrencies. So like Mike was saying, we're dumbing this down. We're making the software easier. And I love to use this analogy once again, I apologize guys, but it's going back to what Robinhood did. You know, I'm almost 40 years old. I grew up in the Silicon Valley area of California my entire life. So I've seen projects like this that became a small idea to something huge. What Robinhood did is they dumbed it down. They simplified it. And it's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to simplify it. Our coders and our firm with our 3 software devs that are we're working on this hard day and night, probably no sleep. When this thing comes out, it's going to be so easy that my 3 boys, my 10-year-old, my 7-year-old, and my 4-year-old should be able to use it, maybe, but at least my 10-year-old. Okay.
I'm not sure about it. Like if I may, because I kind of make the process of doing NFT slightly, and just say you wanna oversimplify it, but those 7-year-old boy, he still will need to make MetaMask wallet, yes?
Let's not forget there was
Absolutely.
let's not forget.
Yeah. So I wonder if I can end the question, just please. So I wonder, like, there are steps that must be done. Like, you must do MetaMask wallet. You must connect it to your site. You must drop this NFT and have some storage of NFTs, and you must have place to interact with your NFT marketplace. So those are steps that you kind of can't simplify for me.
Well,
as far as this,
go
ahead, Mike.
I was going to say, when it comes to I understand the downloading of the MetaMask wallet and things like that to get people or kids into crypto. Yeah, they're going to need to, set up their wallets and things like that, and any parent would help them through those steps. So that issue is if you want to be in crypto, you need to have these things. Obviously, parents would want to make sure their kids are protected, write down their seed phrases and things like that. But there was a 13-year-old that made 2 NFTs and sold them for $1.3 million. She makes more money than her parents right now. So it's not that it's impossible for younger children to be able to do this.
He's just saying he was generalizing the statement, saying you want to make it so simple that like a young child would be able to do it, but the restrictions are the MetaMask wallet and stuff.
Once their wallets are created, obviously, then these children can go and create their own NFTs. Obviously, yes, they need to have their Trust wallet and or MetaMask wallet set up for them.
Yeah, like the thing is, from what I understand, you want to make NFTs available for normal person, but you still need to drag him into the crypto world. Make some MetaMask, buy some BNBs. They must do it first.
Couldn't they do their own wallet, like in the platform, and then offer like credit cards to buy BNBs all in the platform?
Yep, that was.
Is that the plan, boys?
Go ahead,
Talk
Brian.
about it.
Yeah, and that's why we want. Apologize, TG is acting out. That's why we are creating our own ecosystem, because in the beginning we were thinking of just bridging and using Floconomics, Magic Eden, OpenSeas. As you know, the process has started actually becoming a reality. We started thinking about all the applications that can be utilized, exactly what you're saying. If you can have your own wallet to have your own, you can say currency and hold it there. So that way it's all easy to use on the application. Instead of having to do all these connects and do the seed phrases, we're trying to make everything more simplified. And then we haven't even gone into the video NFTs. This is just the NFTs we're talking about, guys. And so, you know, the main reason why we're having this ecosystem is, again, Mike McMath, our CEO, came out with another $1 billion idea. And we're going to call it the NFT reel. And what it is if y'all can imagine TikTok, it's a crappy software. I'm sorry to say it is, but it clips 15 seconds to I don't know how many seconds. I don't really use TikTok, right? But I know it clips a glimpse of a moment of your time and it's recorded. And people upload it and it goes viral because of the views and the likes. We're doing the same thing, but we're going to do it with NFT videos. We're integrating that into our iOS and our Android software as well. We first want to focus on the D app and the main backbone is about that. Once we focus on the ecosystem, the D app, which is about to drop in here about 12 to 13 weeks, the software application is going to be pushed out next. The NFT videos are going to be the next hottest thing, guys. People love to see what you're doing. And you can be doing Island Boy stuff or Steve-O Jackass stuff, right? Or you can be making muscle videos like our guy Muscle Mike down here, which will probably go viral as soon as this comes out. You'll be able to mint those NFT videos with the mint function on our ecosystem and do the same things with those videos as you were to NFTs as well. Now, this can't go into the MetaMask or the Trust Wallet because we all know these wallets are MP3s. So whoever wants to have $1 million idea, go code it and go sell it to Trust or MetaMask for MP4 or MP5. So we can start getting these 3D NFTs in there and these video NFTs in there. But that's what the future is going to go to, guys, especially with this metaverse.
I've got a question. Who on the team does know about TikTok and who has like the social media side of the experience? Because like that's important. It's one thing to know about the platforms, but it's another to know how the platforms work and why people adopted TikTok. And I remember when I was in Japan, um, I was getting TikTok ads in Japan long before it became what it is now. It was like a live streaming thing. They had a long journey, you know, a long ruthless journey to get to where they are. Does anybody on the team have the experience like that understands those markets?
I do very much.
You
As
do,
much,
okay.
yeah.
Do you mind talking on how you plan on injecting trap cards into
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
environment?
The biggest thing that we all spoke about is the fact that it's what pushed TikTok to where it is now was community, not just the fact they had ads running everywhere because they needed people using the platform as well. Ads helped them get a broader spectrum, a broader awareness. Now, what we're doing that's going to be a little different, that I think is going to catapult us a little faster, is the fact that we're building with the community and it's within the crypto community. So we all know that community is a lot stronger in the crypto community. So seeing is that we have that aspect with the connections that we've been making and the artists that we have lined up to work with us, artists that we're talking to, artists that we're going to do trap cards for, whether it's their videos, their number one songs, or whatever it is that we want to do trap card collections for them of. They're them bringing their fan base in, them bringing their network in. It's all more so of a, what do you call it? Um, a ground base, spread by word of mouth marketing. And the mass of it is we have multiple people that we have we probably been on the phone all day, the whole team, with multiple people that we're talking to. And I've talked to a few big artists with people that we've had in groups. And the biggest question that we get from most of them is them not even understanding NFTs. So with having an NFT video stream or reel that is similar to TikTok, but it's ran off of NFTs, what that's going to do is it's going to give those people the ability who do use it, and it's going to help spread it quicker, simply just because of the people who are using, TikTok or whatever, um, creators. They're not getting paid what they should be for as much working. So I think that's going to help.
It's a good point, but imagine a scenario, right? You guys come out with this brilliant idea and you put it out in the marketplace, and somebody that has the platform already, takes the idea from you and does this real style, TikTok style, YouTube shorts. I mean, everybody's got one like that, and just integrates NFTs into the way that they're doing it, right? Because you guys haven't had the time to get the brand out there. I don't think word of mouth is going to be aggressive enough. I think
Well,
that the
when you
space
say
is too
word of mouth,
competitive.
it's just thinking not word of mouth on the basis of, a lower level. It's using, the
Okay.
bigger people. Like, let's say King Louis. I'm not. We have somebody who mentioned King Louis. Let's not say that he's going to be somebody that we use, but he's an artist that's, been around for a long time and has millions and millions of followers.
Yeah,
If that was
somebody that
Trap
I'd like
Cards
to
or
if you
whatever,
were to
something.
that word of mouth is a lot bigger than, you get what I'm saying, the smaller word of mouth at this level.
yeah.
I
Like
would like
I
to
would
add.
like I would like to chime in if I could.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
two people talk. One of them's B. Is that you, B guy?
Yeah. So okay. So but based on my like very long observations with the TikTok trends and stuff, and the NFT space in particular, um, the Twitter has a pretty notable effect. Not Twitter. I'm sorry. What's it called? TikTok. It's a Twitter, of course, but TikTok has a pretty notable like effect in particular with the NFT space. And so like just to like kind of support what our host is pointing out as far as like bringing TikTok like to our attention. Uh, I think it's very important to utilize that opportunity because like we've seen like in the beginning or maybe perhaps even before this bull cycle started that the NFT space was being like seriously driven before all the altcoin season kind of like started picking up. It was the NFTs first, and my research and like observations that I like very often made was that the NFT space had like a strong drive through the TikTok community in particular. So I just wanted to add that.
Yeah, it's a good point. Guys, can we move into the tokenomics here? Can we move into the tokenomics, and we'll come back to the NFT side of things in a moment. I just want to brush on all of this. Um,
So we got
so
6% goes to marketing and development, and then 4% that goes to reflections. So the longer you hold, the more reflections you gain.
okay, perfect. That's pretty straightforward and pretty.
Pretty simple, straightforward. Nothing hinky. Just straight, simple tokenomics.
Yeah, may
Six,
I ask a question here?
Sure.
yeah, please.
Yeah, because I also wonder if you wanna make the like I understand you wanna go kind of global, like your base of customers is pretty huge in your opinion. Aren't you scared that I think reflection make it hard to make coin listing? Coins with reflections are hard to list it on big exchanges.
Yeah, no,
Aren't they?
Yeah, we know about that. We know about that issue, and at a certain market cap, we would probably wind up ditching the reflections to be able to get on the bigger exchanges, like Binance and everything else. At that time,
Okay,
we're very well reflection issues, getting on bigger exchanges, but it's a way to reward new investors, holders to be diamond hands until we get to that point. For being, diamond hands, it's just a way to reward them. So when we get to that level of a market cap and able to get on these bigger exchanges, we'll drop them, the reflections to obviously be able to list.
Yeah, we've talked about that too, about going into farming and staking as well. And again, there's some things in the pipeline that we're working on. There's a really good project out there that does really well with farming and staking. And I know majority of people probably know about this if I said the name, but I can't since it's a little early. But those reflections is something that the whole team's aware of, and the whole, I'd like to say, goal that we're trying to get to is to get off of the Binance Smart Chain and get onto some exchanges. That will all happen when the utility drops. Everything will fall into place. But until then, it's just doing heavy marketing. And then, Mike was very humble when he's explaining about the whole how we're going to push this out for marketing. We got 2 marketing guys that are pretty badass. One's on the West Coast and one's on the East Coast. Through the connections, they do know people that what you guys would call famous. And, Mike McMath also knows a lot of famous artists. So it's only a matter of time before we get this application into the right person's hands and they make the right viral video. And then you know how everything works in social media. Somebody else has it, somebody else wants it.
Yeah, and if I may just chime in, my name is Baby Crypto, and actually my name is Amir, and I'm an NFT promoter, and also I'm an artist. So just being in the space, I'm constantly in the NFT space. I'm connected with famous NFT artists. I've talked to them about this project. They're very interested in this project, and one of the main reasons why us as NFT artists are interested in this project, as far as the application and utility case goes, is because so many people come to us on a daily basis. Hours throughout the day, we stay on these spaces for 15 hours. I'm still on the space right now. It's live. You can hear them talking in the back. This is them. They're still talking. They've been on this space for 20 hours plus, right? And we have people coming here, and there's new people. There's people that are artists. They're shilling their projects, whatever. We're open space. You know what I mean? And then there's people that come and they ask about how to mint NFTs or how to go about it. They don't know about Web3. They don't know about 8-bit. You know what I mean? These type of technologies are foreign to them. It's a foreign language. So the accessibility of this application for the people is just major. And like they were mentioning, like, okay, how are we going to get it out to the public? As far as public, like, I'm out here in the West Coast. I have so many connections as far as artistry, as far as people that are in just big markets. You know what I mean? As far as even from clothing lines to rappers. You know what I mean? From all of that, bro. And a lot of these people that I'm talking to, they're already on board. They're being modest how they're presented to you because they're not 100% sure. But I know these people. I'm connected to these people. I call and I talk to these people. So they're 100% on board because they're those ones that don't know how to create an NFT. So of course they're interested in this market space. That's all I want to present.
Appreciate
Thank
the
you,
word.
Baby Crypto. Yeah, just to let you know, Brian, and the community, Baby Crypto is one of our talented NFT artists on the TrapCardzWrld team. This guy is very well connected in Southern California with all the NFT artists since when they first was created, I think in 2013 and 2014. I think long paintings were coming out in 2013, and in 2014 they started dropping them.
Yeah, the first NFT was actually created by my boy Kevin McCoy. He did the quantum NFT. He sold it to Silly Tuna for 1.4 million, and that was like back in 2014. So I've been kind of connected with these people as far as just following the space because I really, I like Mark Cuban, man. I like Shark Tank. That's how I found out about NFTs. And I'm just an artist, man. I love art. I've been doing art ever since I was a little kid. My granddaddy introduced me to art, and I just love the space. I love the world. I go to art expos. My sisters do art. We paint, like, you know what I mean? So when NFTs came about, it just changed my whole demographic. It changed my whole mind frame of, where I wanted to do and where I wanted to be as far as career wise. And so like he was saying, with these NFT artists, man, I got connections, not just even here in California, bro. We're throwing this expo out here in San Diego, and we're planning to do some big marketing out there with that. And it's going to be huge, bro. It's going to be like, I don't know if you heard about NFT Miami or NFT NYC. You know, it's those same type of people, bro. I got connections with like blue chimps, and they had brought Shaq on one time for AMA. He was talking about his NFTs, and you know, we were talking about accessibility for, you know, the public. And you know, mass adoption is a big thing, bro. And especially when you start talking about mass adoption for a modern technology that, like, the underlying tech it just goes with consumer behavior. Because like how everybody's talking about all these social media platforms like TikTok, for example, like everybody keeps bringing it up. I might as well keep the example going. Like it's going to be bigger than that, because this platform is going to be all these social medias in one. Plus, you'll be able to mint an NFT and have
But Joe,
something.
The other thing is that you're also combining two marketplaces. You're combining the crypto world and the social media world. So at the end of the day, you're marketing to
Thank
two
you.
places. The crypto world has a strong
True.
community, and then
I need that guy.
on top of that,
True.
you're going to be linking those two fields of marketing, and you're taking people that would otherwise only be in one of those things, like TikTok per se. And at the end of the day, you're combining those people into a field of crypto where they might not have been before. So at the end of the day, you're getting people that wouldn't normally be using one of those platforms on this platform, and you're getting people that wouldn't normally be using the other one of those platforms on this platform. So you're getting almost like a double entendre of marketing, and the accessibility on it, like Michael and Mike and Big Mike keep saying. I know it's very confusing with this many mics, but at the end of the day, this world eats on accessibility. If you're a 60, 70-year-old man and you don't know jack about an NFT and you want to get in that marketplace, you're just older, you're just not, you have no idea where to start. How many people in here, if I told you to make an NFT today and I told you if it's good and it sells, I'll pay you, and it sells for what I think it should, I'll pay you this amount of money, how many people could probably do it?
I know
Us.
two of us in here.
Probably Baby Crypto and the other NFT artist that spoke up.
I
Yeah.
definitely could not do it. I'll tell you that much right now. I definitely would not be able to do it. So you're combining two different levels of accessibility, and then you're also combining it with the social media aspect. So this is the way that I see it. And if anybody would like to play devil's advocate, I'm more than welcome to have a conversation about it. Basically, this is also an opportunity for people before they even pay to get these minted. They could see how many views they're getting. They could see how many likes they're getting. How do you know how much you should charge for an NFT? Who decides that? Nobody. You put a price on it, and if it sells, it sells. If you pay to go get it minted, you're down until that NFT sells. And that's something that a lot of people don't acknowledge. Everybody wants to become a famous NFT artist, but nobody understands the accessibility factor. And yes, like a lot of people are saying, yes, there's similar projects. Yes, there is. But how financial advice, everybody? But yeah, so that is true. This is
Sorry, that was Baby Crypto. I just had a
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just got a phone call that interrupted. But essentially what I'm saying is, yes, a lot of these do have minting options. A lot of them do have it. But the way that we are designing this is essentially like I don't even like saying it this way. Mike usually tells me to say it this way. Big Mike at least. It's essentially going to be NFTs for dummies, and I don't even like saying it like that, because there's big real NFT artists with real connections, and all it takes is one person to tweet, and this accessibility factor is going to essentially let your average Joe be able to make an NFT, see how much it should go for, and then mint it if necessary. If they deem that there's a monetization behind it, there's you monetize.
Yeah, I agree with all of it. In theory, it's amazing. I'm having a hard time understanding how you guys are gonna be the ones to do it, because there's a lot of competition here.
Well, you know, it's like one of those things. Is like, you know, what are the winning lotto numbers, right? And you know, and I'm being flat honest, because it's one of those things we all want to know,
right?
Yeah, but the thing is, I think we're being very humble on who we know. We're not really worried about when this utility drops, that if it will go viral. And it's the simplicity of our connections that we know, that we have no, I'd like to say, worries. We're not
The
name
team is being
dropping
very
the people
modest
we
right
know.
now as well.
Yes, but we know the right people, guys. We know the right influencers. We know Hollywood stars. We know artists. I mean, I'm telling you, our team is very diverse. We're not all
Why
from one state.
TrapCard? What's the target audience here? Because we're talking about like this global, worldwide, broad audience, but the name TrapCards, where's the origin of this? And what target audience was in mind when you came up with it?
I second that. All right,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
the reason for TrapCards, can I speak on that, Mike?
Yeah, go ahead.
Reason for
Okay.
TrapCards, the whole idea is to have any art, any historical, any type of art piece, any emotion trapped inside of a digital NFT card. Point blank, period.
Well, also, I mean, I think it's a very applicable name because, I mean, how many of these NFTs literally look like something that you have on a Pokemon card as well, and you're literally trapping your artwork on something that literally looks like a trading card, essentially.
Yeah, it's like how I envision it being seamless, right? Somebody downloads your app, does like a few sign up things, like gives a little bit of information, signs up, gets in, and then just like Instagram can go to the post button and then film a video, let go of the thing, hit next. Somebody's got feedback. Hit next, set a caption, hit post, right? That's the only way I see it being super simple. And the only way to do that, somebody's got feedback. And the only way to do that is if you have everything integrated into one, right? If you have like the wallet integrated with the NFT marketplace, and that sounds really expensive. It sounds really expensive to build out. Baby Crypto, I think you wanted to say something.
Hey, everything that you're imagining, man, just imagine.
It's built.
No, he's got a. Go ahead, Mike.
I was just saying it's being built currently right now, developing process. The money, that's something that we already the marketing and stuff is taken care of, and we already started paying for it, before pre-sale into place.
No, I actually I want to ask a question, but you were just saying that, and I just got caught up. Like, man, I was wanting to ask you, like, if for somebody that I don't know if you know anything about NFTs and NFT space, but say you wanted to create an NFT, what would be your first step to going about trying to create your NFT and getting it minted onto OpenSea or any other?
I actually can I can answer you this question because I mint NFT like this week. So first thing I do, I Google the biggest NFT platform.
Right. So like you do your research, and that's what I tell a lot of people. Like Google is your best friend, but it's crazy because a lot of people are just so lazy. They don't even think to Google. They won't even think to ask Siri. You know what I mean? But what this platform is doing is putting something accessible in their hand. It's a free download. You can download it on your DApp and pretty soon onto your Android or iOS onto your iPhone, and you
How on
can
the
use.
iPhone they not allow dApps?
Say that again.
Doesn't iOS not allow dApps?
That they are having a beef. Well, I'm just saying what
You're saying streamline it any way you can. I get what you're saying.
You can streamline it the way you need to, and you can do a crossover application, and we can get it onto our ecosystem. That's why the ecosystem is going to
be. That's what I was trying to say.
be accessible through the computer.
Yeah,
More
I see what you're
like,
saying.
the mobile software is going to be leaning more towards the video reels and video NFTs. And the reason why it's on mobile is because how many people do you ever see carrying a camcorder nowadays?
Oh no, I mean for sure. Like
they
there's
use
no
phones. Yeah.
of course.
It's extending the utilitarian to a cell phone, which everybody has. It's pretty much going to be accessible for every single high school kid child, adult. And again, once it only takes one person to do something really stupid or one famous person to do something really funny, and everything else just ignites, like a big explosion.
Kind of,
But
sort of, right? But imagine
yes,
like something really great and epic happens on your platform. Like the likelihood somebody downloads it and uploads it to like Twitter and it gets more attention there, um, is more likely. And I know that that would be good. It would root back to TrapCardz. I understand your point, but I think it's going to take a lot more than just one spark to ignite this. I think you need to really build, uh, like like Baby Crypto was saying, how you really got to spend a lot of time building the community. I don't really think it's going to be just a
Yeah,
spark that.
yeah, no, we're
no,
gonna
I mean, look at
we're,
SafeMoon. Look at John Kearney, and I love that project,
But
by
those
the
are
way.
outliers, right?
You know what I
Those are
mean? It's like,
Exactly, exactly, Brian.
I agree
Exactly.
with that.
and
those
it's
are
one of those
outliers.
things where, yeah,
yeah, no,
But
we're
but to answer that, you like, man, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take community. But I'm just saying, bro, from when we launched to where we are now, you know what I mean? From when I got into the project, as far as getting the people in that we need to make those moves to get that spark going, you know what I mean? We gotta get the we gotta have flint, and we gotta have something else to knock the flint so we can get the fire going, bro. So we're trying to put all these pieces together, and they're coming together. They're already together. So once we utilize that, and once this application comes out, like, I just wish they could show you, bro. Like,
Yeah, no. Listen, this is my take on it, bro. The the idea is phenomenal, right? The idea is absolutely phenomenal.
yeah,
I just don't know if you guys are. It doesn't sound like you guys are ready to scale, right? Which is good, which is a good thing because you can build your foundation. But like your
absolutely.
branding, you know what I'm saying? Like your branding is not. It's not a global. What you have going here is not global reach branding with TrapCardz, with the font and the logo and everything. I just don't. I personally don't think it's what it takes to brand something big time. I just think there's a lot of work to do. Maybe even just rebrand it. Like I get the idea, the TrapCardz, but this looks like I would expect this to be like a music, like a rap music, um, NFT marketplace or something. The way that it's branded, that
Yeah, absolutely.
or pick an audience, man, and zone in on an audience. TikTok did music. There was like, lip singing on TikTok before it got to where it is.
Yeah.
But you have to build an audience, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
that's
my
what we're doing. We're building an NFT audience.
which is great.
Crypto,
That's
can you
amazing.
mute your mic? Because there's that back. There you go. So, like, guys, this is kind of one of those things, and I think there's a little confusion here. We're not trying to take TikTok out of business. We're not trying to take Facebook out of business or Twitter. As you can tell, all those social media networks kind of work correlation with one another. That's all we're going to do is pretty much be on this, not right beside them, doing our NFT thing. And watch when us or another company does this. It's only a matter of time before the rest follow. I mean, there's one of those things this year, the Thanksgiving parade. I don't know how many of you guys watch it in the United States, but I used to watch that thing ever since I was a kid with my parents. This year is the first year where they came out with NFT balloons. It's only a matter of time before more people get into the crypto mainstream market. Because right now, intelligent crypto people are looking at this like, oh, this is a stupid idea. Because the majority know how to do and make and mint NFTs. I think this is more for the general public.
Yes, please. I could not agree with you more. Like we have another project that just did NFL tickets with Ticketmaster. Like, yes, NFTs are 100% getting to the masses. My thing is, though, how are you going to collect those people and bridge them into your platform? That's the thing that I'm understanding. And do you think that your brand is a brand that can do that, that can scale it and do that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Once this utility drops, between Mike McMath, myself, our West Coast marketer guy, I just don't drop his name because of the sake he doesn't like us to, and our Jeff Morey, our other marketing guy, and Big Mike. And between all our artists, we know enough people to get this into the right person's hand to make this go viral. Because again, it's once you've built that bridge and you've dropped the utility, and even if it isn't crypto, right? I mean, we can be talking about Uber, right? And as soon as you build that bridge and make it easier for the people, it's only a matter of time before word of mouth, then the social media, and then obviously the mainstream media. And you're right, though. Brian, you're right. We do have to build this, and we are building our own brand from the bottom. And exactly what Mike McMath said. We have to build a strong foundation, just like other projects, and I don't want to use names. And, we have to build a strong community because there's so many projects in this sphere that we've seen that will not drop a utility until a year later. And we know which ones we're talking about. But yet the community stood behind them and made the project what it was.
But they're anomalies.
Yes. And so that's, we're trying to grow this organically. But at the same time, we want to expedite this because we know technology doesn't sleep. And we know there's 20 other projects or 100 other companies out there, probably with the same idea as us. So, in this situation, it's almost like a race. And hopefully when we drop utility, we come out first before everybody. So we're the first eyes everybody's looking at.
Michael, I actually have a question. Are you guys working on getting a patent on the utility?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, got the LLC.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah, that was my question. But yeah, as soon as we get that patent, that's kind of addressing an issue that a lot of you guys seem to be.
What exactly is the patent? That's a huge deal.
Yeah, man. The patent would just be the design of how the whole platform will operate, and that's something that I was already in the works of doing.
The design of the functionality or the design of the user interface.
Functionality, whatever it is that you can do, you can get many different patents. You can get the design of the functionality, the design of how it operates, whatever it is that you can slip in. Obviously, it's not the design of NFTs, but
right. But you have to prove you're first to market to get a patent.
Absolutely.
How do you prove you're first to market? Isn't there some? There's got to be something else.
Yeah. It's not that hard, man. I did.
But what? What are you patenting? That's what I don't understand. First to market on what?
Finance, smart. I'm patenting. You understand what a patent is? A patent is patenting the actual design. It has nothing. It's patenting the template. It's patenting that the figure of how it's built.
No, but
yeah, he's saying how are you going to patent it if you don't have he's asking you need a proof of concept type of thing for the patent.
Proof of concept, first to market. Proof of first to market.
Yeah, we have a proof. We have proof of a working utility. We just haven't released the video quite yet because we don't want to release it too soon. So there's a proof of work video that we do have from the developers that are developing the platform. We just haven't released it publicly because crypto, you release something too soon, everyone sees it. There's a good chance that somebody's going to steal that idea. So we do have a working concept. We do have proof of work from the devs for Mike to be able to go and get the patenting and things like that. Because patenting is patenting an idea and then showing that what your idea is and the functionality of it.
And that it's unique and first to market.
Correct.
Which is the most important thing. I don't know how you're going to prove that it's unique and first to market in crypto. I mean, anybody could have developed something. I don't understand.
When you send it to the patent office, that's what they do. I just signed up to apply to be on Shark Tank for season 13. I just went through patent and processing. This is what their job is. They do that job. That's what their job is. My job is to get the paperwork in necessary, my filing, to have my LLC, all that stuff done. And they do all of the paperwork through the lawyers and stuff hired when I'm paying for it.
Yeah, they're the ones that are checking whether he's the first one to have done it or not. You know what I mean? They're obviously going to go through all their info and make sure he's not taking shit from somewhere else.
Yep. But the main takeaway from this, guys, I'm going to be honest with you guys. The main takeaway from all of this is we are trying to be the first ones to make it easy. We may not be the first ones to come out with this application, just like E-Trade was out way before, right? And other apps. And, you know, we're just trying to be the first ones to make it easy. And that's what the main takeaway is of all this.
I will say that Robinhood shift was huge. I experienced that.
Huge. Remember when we used to trade stocks, Brian? We would have to call a fucking broker. Excuse me. We would have to call a broker and then wait on the phone for an hour before we could make a trade.
$10. It was like $10 to make a trade.
Oh my God, it was a headache.
It's crazy. And I was young then. I just learned about penny stocks. Timothy Sykes. I watched the Timothy Sykes course, and I was sold.
Yeah, so Timothy Sykes video.
Do you know how I spent in my basement watching Timothy Sykes courses before he was huge in like 2013?
I took those with you, bud. Brian, I took those with you. That's funny.
He's like, look at this chart. See this big pump? This is a supernova. You buy the top. I buy the bottom. I sell the top.
Yeah,
you sell
buy
the
top. I buy the bottom. Yeah.
number two pattern, hockey stick.
I love it, bro. We have bonded. Who is that? We have bonded.
The same year, bro.
Yes, bro. We have bonded. That is amazing.
But seriously, like in the crypto market, like we're so, and I'm trying to be humble, but crypto investors are a lot more educated than the standard investor out there, guys, right?
Yeah.
Fair.
So
very, very
trying
fair.
to explain something that's so simple to people that are complex, like we're not going to get it. You know who's going to get it? The 90% of the people that aren't in crypto. They're the ones that are going to get it. So this is almost like a gateway or a flood that we're breaking, the dam that we're breaking. And this is going to bring in so many people that didn't even know how to download a MetaMask wallet. And it's going to bring them head first. And they're going to dive head first into crypto.
It's creating a bridge, bro. It's a bridge.
It's bridging the gap between the intelligent that have already learned it and the mainstream that have not. It's going to be a wave in the next 40, 50, however many coming years of people trying to get on this wave. The goal of this project is to make NFTs so mainstream that anybody can get in, to the point where it's going to be, you're going to have to adopt it, or it's going to be like saying, oh, I don't use Instagram.
I think like the most important thing about like NFTs and everything is like the whole idea and concept of, you know, obviously the metaverse, that's going to like revolutionize digital art and bring a lot more people into the NFT space that are like, you know, just artists, but not into like digital art. And like with the metaverse, it's going to like make all that digital art, you know, a reality in the metaverse. So I think like making it easy is like a huge thing for all these people. Like you said, the 90% that don't know about it are like going to be able to integrate quicker with, you know, the application and everything.
Yep. Yes, that's exactly what we're going for.
Yeah, man. Brian, where you out of, bro? If you like can get to California in April, bro, I would like to invite you out here to this convention, bro. I'm gonna see if I can get you a ticket, bro. I'm gonna hit my people up if you would like to go. All you have to do is DM.
Whereabouts in Cali?
In San Diego.
San Diego. I'll talk to my wife, see if she wants to go to San Diego in April.
Yeah.
Beautiful sunny San Diego. One of the biggest NFT conventions in the world is going to be there.
Yeah, that actually sounds cool.
You guys
you got access to another cheap ticket. San Diego, come in.
You guys see that the Bored Ape NFTs were in the Miami fashion or like Miami art show or whatever?
Wow, for real?
Yeah,
Miami.
Had 34.
That's epic. The Bored Apes is my favorite NFT of all time. I would like
one. I'm talking to one of the creators from Bored Apes where I was earlier today. Well, we've been on the space for like 15 hours, bro. That's my boy.
Solid. Well, I mean, like my take on it is if you guys want to have a global reach, maybe the branding needs some slight adjustments, and a relaunch wouldn't be terrible because, like, looking at the chart, you know, it does make a difference in people's confidence in buying in, you know, unless you can get like people to buy up the dip and then start marketing it, it might be tougher to market. So maybe a rebrand and a redeploy is not a terrible idea at some point in the future. But build out your utility first, and build out your utility and get some hype around the utility. I'm excited to see the utility myself. I'm excited to see what you guys come out with for utility, and see how the platform works myself.
Well,
And if
that means a
I'll use it.
lot coming from you, Brian. So thank you.
Yeah, if it's
And
good, we'll put up little shorts on it. Why not?
And I
yeah, I
hope you
appreciate it.
understand
And
that everybody has behind this, because some of us don't sleep, getting this going. And I really do believe, this is something that's going to make it easier, change the game to make it easier. Like Mike said earlier, this is not for. It's going to be easy for people who already understand NFTs. Yeah, it'll be easy for them to use it too. But it's really for the newcomers. Okay, it's really for the people. It was a platform just like you download your photo effect editor off the Google Play Store, and you upload your photo, add effects and stuff to it. That's what this is. And the best part about it, nobody ever explained the subscription fee that we have. If somebody wanted to remove a watermark off of any of the NFTs that they created, um, they can pay a subscription fee of $49.99. That would be annual. That goes into a split between the liquidity of project and back into the development for further development.
Good stuff. Well, we've got one question that we ask every project here on the Coin Launch Lounge. Guys, there is millions of active BSC tokens, thousands of active sales, over 3,000 sales on Pink Sale right now, believe it or not. Hundreds of projects launching every day, guys. Why should this community listening to this AMA ape into your project above all of their opportunities they have on BSC, in your opinion?
well, it all goes back to like if you threw $1,000 in Robinhood stock when they first started, you'd be $20 million richer, right?
Yeah, of course.
One of
Man.
those things where you guys know the idea, you guys know where we're going with this, and even if it's a rebrand, that's not going to destroy this vision of the future of what we're doing. In reality, when this thing drops, it's going to drop and it's going to hit the ground running. I think it's just pure for the straight fact that I've seen every application from the first iPhone when I bought over 12, 13 years ago. We like what's easy. And that's just bottom line. It's just what's integrated into our human brains. Once you, Brian, download this thing, I almost see you being like, oh my God, this is simple and it's fun. And that's really what we're trying to go for. And again, it's for every religion.
Right?
Yeah, sex,
That's what I want to see.
skin color. I mean, a political side, whatever you're on the left or the right, it doesn't matter. And it's like Mike said, you're going to be able to create your own thumbprint. And that's what an NFT is creating your own thumbprint and showing it to the world.
I'd like to say that you guys definitely presented this AMA in a very appealing and professional manner that really shows that you guys are about the project. At least your guys' heart is there, and there's gonna be hard work put into it. So I'm eager as a community member and an audience member in this AMA. Just to point out that that was all presented in a very appealing way. So
Yeah,
game changer.
Get that Michael is KYC'd and the rest of the team is doxxed, so we're not going anywhere. You look at our website where our pictures are there. Michael's KYC'd, so those should give you guys some safety factors as well.
Yeah, I definitely get that feeling as someone who hasn't really gone into the site and stuff, but just the way it was presented was great. So I'm gonna be looking into your guys' project.
I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. That means a lot to us from the bottom of our hearts. Because like Mike McMath said earlier, I think for about a good 3 to 4 weeks, this team probably has gotten a total of 12 hours of sleep for the month. Because a lot of us have daytime jobs. We gotta take care of our families and whatnot. So I really appreciate that, Crypto B guy. That right there is why we do this. It gives me goosebumps to hear that kind of stuff. and we're not going anywhere. Our LP is locked for 7 years as well. So,
My guy, I want to definitely say that I respect the grind. I know what it's like to not sleep. I'm not in. I've been in love with crypto for 6 years, and I'm not in it to get rich, but at the same time, like, you know, I definitely understand like that no sleep, the grind don't stop life. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah. So this
Respect
crypto
for that.
half a year.
Sorry.
I said so. Pretty much the 6 years you've been in crypto, you maybe got about a half a year of sleep in between all that.
I got like maybe like a quarter of the half a year, bro.
yeah, I was about to say, Big Mike, you're being nice.
Hey, 6 months is good.
I just love crypto so much. I get euphoric, you know. Just don't want to stop when I start.
Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close out the recording if there's no more questions. I appreciate having you guys in the lounge here. You're definitely a dedicated bunch. So it's nice to see like a team that really sounds passionate about what they're doing. And there's some things that I would personally change to benefit the overall reach of the project. That being said, like, you guys are on a mission and you've got a vision, and respect, and we wish you nothing but the best from the Coin Launch Lounge, and I cannot wait to try out the application myself.
Me and you both.
Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording.
Thank you, Brian. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Really appreciate you, sir.
Thanks, everyone, for coming in today. We're going to do some giveaways in a second.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate you for coming in. Thanks.